Definitely feels as though the weight of the world is just crashing down on Shinichi with episodes like this. I mean, this episode introduced that you have real detectives, you know, human detective basically coming after him. He's under suspicion. And in this episode, we progress to the point where the dude knows something very fishy is up and that basically he's a parasite, but he's kind of confused because it's like, he didn't actually completely kill me, so what's going on? And then at the same time, you have the parasites that are after him, Tamiya with this organization. A lot of huge build-up and setup with this episode, but it's just really like, goddamn, he has his personal life getting fucked up with Murano. His pops don't even talk to him anymore. It's just like, his dad's like, yeah, you know, I'm watching some porn right now, you know, fuck off or whatever. It's like, so his personal life is destroyed. He has parasites and humanity coming after him. Fucking hell. Tamiya is definitely one of the characters that interests me the most because Tamiya is like, I don't know exactly what is her ultimate motive. Like, she's talking about experiments and what she's doing with her kid is like, yeah, this is when a animalistic, non-emotion obtaining person raises basically a kid. It's like, tells it shut up and then it shuts up. It's like, what the fuck did you do to this baby to make it shut up on command? Is it that scared of you, or is that you made your vocal cords soothing when you say shit like that it eventually like quiets down? Like, what the fuck did she do to that poor child to make it go quiet the moment she said, you know, shut the fuck up? And you can definitely see that to a small smidge of a degree, Tamiya, not only like the way she told the organization, like, oh no, you know, we're going to use him for an experiment, whatever. So you can definitely see that there's something within her that, okay, yeah, she's, you know, calming them down. But there's something more to it where maybe she, in a small way, feels as though he, Shinichi, has some sort of relevance to her goal. And maybe she even slightly, not necessarily cares for him, because if she don't even give a fuck about her own kid, seemingly, well, she cares, but, you know, it's in her weird way. Maybe she has some sort of interest in him. She's a parasite that wants to feel more, like, I guess, in her way, and then at the same time, he's a human that feels more parasitic, but wants to go back to his way, if you understand what I'm saying. So maybe in her mind, he's one of the only people that can bridge the gap, and then Shinichi just having to overcome this. Like, it's just really deep, and it really dives into these characters, and I really love that, especially, of course, Shinichi, that he's trying to force himself to more and more for Kana's death, which, by the way, still haven't gotten over that. I'm not gonna lie. When they talk about Kana, it's like, fucking shit. Only in the bitter end do you get what you want, and it's just so bittersweet at the end. But just seeing him there, I think at the very least Kana would appreciate that. That at the end of the day, he's trying his damnedest to care, and that's kind of messing up the relationship he has with Murano as well. And like, I think symbolically, this episode at the end where he's kind of struggling because Migi's like, I'm gonna kill her if you tell her, I'm gonna kill her. That's at the same time his nature of the human inside of him being dominated by the parasitic being inside of him of who he's become. So it's kind of like, I want to tell her, but the parasite won't let me. And not only is it legitimately, you know, Migi's gonna fucking slash her up and he's gonna have to like rip Migi apart, but actually, you know, inside of him as well, there's the two sides having combat, so to speak, within him. So it's a very deep process that we're going through it looking at Shinichi. It's like, you have emotionally him struggling, physically him struggling, and everything around him coming crashing down. So huge setups and just some more good progression. Definitely, I think Murano could back off a little bit. I mean, give him a space. You know, at the end of the day, realism, and I know I'm adding it into fiction, whatever, but if you back off a little bit, you make them come to you. People, like, you know, absence makes the heart fond. And at the end of the day, Shinichi, while he's throwing a lot of his humanity away, he's not completely gone. So if Murano backs off a little bit, gets off of his case, maybe, you know, Shinichi will slowly have some of those feelings come back. Like, why does Murano want to talk to me? Let me try something different. So I think that Murano, it gets a little bit annoying at times with her constantly badgering him and shit. I get it. He's changed, but give him some space. Shit happened to him. And overall, another very good episode as well. Huge setups and progression as far as like all these organizations after Shinichi. Him trying to deal with yet again that he doesn't have emotions, giving me that Dexter vibe. If you've ever seen Dexter, you will know what I'm talking about. It just honestly feels like Dexter with what Shinichi's going through and not having these emotions. And with all that being said, very good. I'm going to give this one 8 out of 10. Very good episode yet again. Just really, sometimes Murano just, it's kind of like, get off his case. Obviously, it just sometimes feels a little bit weird. Like, why do you think he changed? He's going through things. Yeah, but just goddamn Shinichi. Poor Shinichi. Like, even though he don't feel it, I feel it for him. Let me know what you guys thought of this episode. What do you think about all these organizations coming after Shinichi? At the same time, the stuff with Murano. Do you think that Tamiya slightly maybe cares about Shinichi in a sense of that he could possibly bridge this gap that maybe she's trying to bridge? And how do you feel about Migi, that he's still, at the end of the day, while we've seen some change and progression in his character to a little bit more of a human side, he still, at the end of the day, will cut a motherfucker up, human or not. And your thoughts of the episode. Another very good episode of Parasyte. Yeah, but that's all I have for this review. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you liked anything I had to say or enjoyed the video, drop me a like. I, as always, will greatly appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed, if you could do so as well, that would be amazing. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day.